Got the Greenstalk in. I'm gonna do some planting on it. Hopefully you guys can hear me better this time. Because in my last video about the Greenstalk, the sound was non-existent. So anyways, I got a new addition for the Greenstalk. I added a couple more layers because I don't like them as tall. I'm gonna keep one tall and then I'm gonna do 2 shorter ones. So I'm gonna add a couple taller ones to this so I can do a lot more peppers, a lot more tomatoes. But yeah, just got in, so I'm gonna start filling it up, planting it, and then other than that, most of the stuff in the garden is pretty much staying the same right now. I do have one bed that I have amended and planted, my bed, raised bed 1. If you've watched any of my other videos, nothing's really ever grown great in there. So I've decided to do more of stuff that's gonna go well in that bed and quit trying to fight it. So I'm going to see what happens. Just as we all know, gardening is just a learning experience. So anyways, I'll go over that with you as well and get started with this and then see what happens from there. Are you helping? This is my bed 1 I was talking about. So I went ahead and pulled pretty much everything out of here. The soil doesn't look great, which is crazy because I've composted it, has worms. I just need to kind of let it do its thing, I guess. But I've got some longevity spinach in here. I've propagated quite a bit of it. All in here, Okinawa spinach. These are a taste of India's. Some coleus I planted in here because they do really well in the shade. And they do bring out pretty flowers, which this one's already starting to flower. Get some different pollinators in here. Oregano, I put in some thyme right there. Parsley, which I may move that. More oregano, more thyme. And then there's some, right here is some ginger that I planted. I have a little bit of it in here. There's some back there too. So we'll see if this doesn't revive the bed a little bit, but it definitely looks prettier when you come in. It's got some nice color. Hi, girls. Water cap from the hose on this thing on here so the dirt doesn't fall through, which is actually genius. Although there's a bunch of holes on the bottom, so you're still going to get a little dirt fall out, but not as bad, especially if you're filling them while they're stacked, which eventually I will, but the bottom one I never do just because it's so much bending over. So we're going to get this filled. Right, now this one's ready to be planted. Debating on doing some beans and such. I'll probably put peppers and onions and different stuff at the bottom to kind of discourage the squirrels. Let's see what we can get in there. Bell and my yellow bell as well in this too. So this one's good. I just put the big one on the bottom and stacked all these up. So I'm going to piece together the ring for it. And then they like interlock. Then these go here. And they fit right on. So there we have it. We have that one planted, and we have that one planted. I really love this size better. So I have 2 more large ones there and 3 little ones. So it should pretty much be right around, just slightly taller than this one, but these are so much easier for me to move and replant and water and all of that. So unfortunately our pool deck is slightly sloped because there's like drains and they always want the water to go away from the house. So unfortunately my patio is not even, and that tall one, when I move it and twist it, it rocks a little bit that I don't love. So because it is on such an inclined surface, you can see the drains right there. So it's coming this way. It's very slight, but still when you're moving it and it's very heavy like that, it's not, it doesn't, I mean, it hasn't done anything or it's tried to tip yet, but especially when I try to push it over the drain, it does things. So I did want to make them stack a little smaller, and I may even take one large one off of there and just do 2 and either 3 or 4 up here. But this is perfect. So 1 and 4 or 2, I'm going to try 2 and 3. And when I say 2, I'm meaning 2 original, which are 10 inches, and 3 leaf, which are 9 inches. I'm sorry, 7. So it's 10 inches on the original, 7 inches on the leaf. And I love them both because you can do different things, meaning lettuces and all of your such can go in the leaf. Herbs, different stuff you don't need that much soil for. The larger stuff you're going to want to do your tomatoes. I tried to put a couple peppers in the leaf, which they're okay right now. I think they'll be fine because they were in a raised garden bed that was pretty similar. It was about 7 inches deep. It was actually that garden bed right there. It was potatoes and onions, and then in the summer I'm going to want to do a lot of okra, which I'm assuming is going to need the original and not the leaf because they just get so tall and lanky. I don't want them to start blowing over. So I have a list of different things that I want to do in my original versus the leaf, and it kind of evened out to where I needed a bit more bigger spaces. So that's why I ended up buying more pieces of the original. I'm also going to do potatoes in the bottom, which I saw was so neat. I actually did them all in the bottom of this one over here, and you can see they're starting to sprout up. But how easy is that? So the whole bottom is just filled with 6 little cuttings. They're all starting to come up. You can see, or maybe there's more. I might have shoved more in there just in case. But anyways, so when they're ready to go, you're just gonna dump this bottom part out into like a big tote or like a kiddie pool or whatever, and then take your potatoes out, which I love. And then I may experiment with sweet potatoes. We don't eat sweet potatoes, but I can always give it to family. I've done a ton of peppers in here. I even started, oh, there's some eggplant in the leaf. And then, I'm sorry, in the original. The leaf has the strawberries, the lettuce is the herbs, such like that. So I definitely needed more than just 6 spaces, especially giving one whole thing to potatoes. And then I still have this raised bed, which I'm doing a ton of tomatoes right now, eggplant. You're always taking my chairs. And this, I believe, is a Seminole pumpkin right here. Isn't that crazy? It's December, but that's Florida, so. Oh, and the other thing you can do in the original is carrots. So, but I'm also doing them in these cloth grow bags. So I've got some seeds coming, which are a purple Indian carrot from Baker Creek. I'm really excited about it. It's supposed to do well in warm weather, so I am going to use this. I have it with some radishes, and for some reason they're not coming up at all. So I don't know what's going on there. And then I just bought all these to bring in some pollinators. So I'll plant some of those in the leaves. Yeah. And then I have more of these cloth bags, which I have Everglades tomatoes in. I think I have I have 3 in here, or maybe 2. Do I have 2 or 3? I have 2. And then this is a Napa Chardonnay. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. We got some tomatoes coming. Oh my gosh, look at this. Everglades. I love Everglades. They're my absolute favorite. So, really excited about those. So, I'm going to kind of wrap it up with this. And Red's out here helping me inspect. Like I said, I'm still waiting on seeds. So, I'll probably fill these. And then I have like my seedling starts right here that I want to get a little bit bigger. I am going to designate one whole leaf ring to some beans, probably like a dragon tongue or something like that. And then I'll do my longer runner beans on the arch over there in the raised garden bed. But oh my gosh, I have dirt all over me. Life of a gardener. So anyways, I'm going to probably cut it off with that. I'm going to fill all these up. If I keep filming, I'll just put it in the next video and we'll kind of see how things are doing. But yeah, so just kind of wanted to recap on how these work and what you can get in them. So you can actually do quite a bit. So hence why I got rid of my raised garden bed, because I love them. They're great. And what else I really love are these seed starting trays. They come in packs of 6. I think I got them off Amazon if I remember correctly. But anyway, so there's 6 trays and then you get like a stack of them. There's tons. But every time I plant one of those, I know I'm designating a ring to either the leaf or the original. So this kind of helps me like pre-plan of what I'm going to be putting in what. And, you know, when stuff starts to peter out or whatever, I'll have this stuff already ready to go. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, thanks for watching, guys, and check back to see how everything's doing, and happy gardening.